Hey guys, I wanted to talk to you about a few things today. I thought I would record it in case anyone is out so you can see it later. So we're going to access our work for the rest of this week on Schoology. So to go to Schoology, you go to staff, or student links, and then you find Schoology, and it's probably going to ask you to log in. It actually asks me to log in. Sometimes it doesn't. And then you go to courses and your English course. And then I consolidated. I was starting to get kind of a list of things in here. I consolidated everything into the Outsider Summer Reading and weeks 1 through 3 of school. And then next week we'll be starting Unit 1. So that's why I didn't name it Unit 1. So a couple of things in here, our little discussion from Library Day, the final draft, which I can help you upload, and I made that due date Friday since we had so much map testing this week. I wanted to make sure everybody had plenty of time that by Friday you should be able to have that turned in, and I can help you turn it in on here if you need help with that. There's some information about that, and here is what I wanted to point out to you. These are the two new things that we're going to work on the rest of the week. The Outsiders one-pager, and it gives you the dates there, as well as our independent reading assignment that I talked about a little bit when we went to the library. I'm going to talk about that a little bit more right now. But let's look at the one-pager first. For the one-pager, you just need a sheet of blank typing paper, and I have plenty of it, so if you mess up and you need another sheet, that's fine. If you need to grab a couple of sheets to take home, that's fine, but just a blank sheet of paper. I don't want lined paper. I don't want, because it's just makes it really hard to see. So for our one-pager, this is a creative way to show your thinking and understanding, and it is actually, because we were taking 3 multiple choice tests this week, it is taking the place of the multiple choice test on the Outsiders that I originally had planned. So you can kind of use this as a checklist of, did I do all the stuff that Mrs. Wood wants me to do? Okay, you're going to do all your work on one side of an 8.5 by 11 sheet of unlined paper. You're going to put your name and class period on the back so I can see it, so I can turn it over, and that's going to be the only thing that will be on the whole back is your name and class period. You're going to create a border that reflects a theme, concept, or message in the Outsider. You're going to use the text as a beginning point and display your reactions to and connections with the story. So you're going to add 4 comments at least. You can have more if you want. 2 reactions. So when I read this, I felt this way, or I did this thing, and then 2 connections. I connected with this character, or I connected with this event in the plot. 2 connections that you had. You're going to include visual images that show your understanding of the Outsiders. And so the 2 visual images that I'm going to look for are a sketch that represents a setting. And there's several different settings, so you can just pick one. And a sentence explaining the significance of the setting. A character sketch and a description. And again, there's lots of characters. You could just pick one. So you're going to sketch the character and add a description. You're going to create 3 questions, a level 1, level 2, and level 3 question, and then answer them with solid support from the story with page numbers. Use the attachment, and there's the attachment, to read over to know what a level 1, level 2, and level 3 question are. You're going to write out 2 quotations with page numbers that show the author's style. So what shows S.E. Hinton's style? And finally, I want you to be colorful and neat. No large sections of the paper should be left blank. So here is a picture of several, pretty good examples of, not for the Outsiders, but of different novels of this type of thinking. And costs us 3 levels of questions, which I'm not going to open up right now, but you can open those up. And level 1 is just beginning. It's just like on the page, you can point to the answer. So just, we usually consider those kind of the easier questions. Level 2 are things like compare and contrast. What are similarities and differences? So you have to kind of read between the lines to answer those. And then level 3 are the higher level evaluative questions. So making a judgment or making a like an analysis of it. Okay, so, and there are, as you read through that document, you'll see more, and if you need more help with that, I'm happy to help you. Okay, so that is our one-pager, and hopefully we'll have those done Friday. We'll work on them in class Thursday and Friday. The other thing that was newly added to this folder is your independent reading assignment. So I briefly talked about that on Monday when we went to the library a week ago. So really it's going to be, instead of 4 weeks, 5 weeks, because I'm kind of getting this out. Like, I wanted to make sure you had plenty of time to read, especially at the beginning of the year. But you're getting a lot of dear time. Some of you are getting a lot of class time because you have things done. But this is kind of what we're doing. So you'll have 4 weeks, and these are the 4 due dates. And the due dates are the first week of school, So basically, this is week 1, but your assignment is due next Tuesday because we don't have school on Monday. So this is our week 1, and I give you until Tuesday just because that way you have the weekend. I know you've been reading, but that way you have the weekend if you are starting to get behind and you need to catch up. Week 2, the same way. Week 2 will be next week, but then it'll be due the Monday after. So you have that time. And I have only posted week 1's assignment, and that is because I know some of you have read your whole book and you're on a different book. I still want you to just do 1 assignment a week. So it says here you absolutely can use more than 1 book during this assignment. So if you go to the library and are on your 2nd or 3rd fiction book, I know some of you guys read super fast. Just use whatever book you're currently reading. You should be, if you've gotten a couple of chapters read, you should be able to do the assignment. The requirement is that the book is fiction. We're doing fiction right now, and about the same length and complexity as The Outsiders. So we're looking at the one that's due on 9/8 will be our first assignment, and to get to that, independent reading assignment number 1. So click on that, and there are 6 questions that you will be answering. The instructions that you should see are fully answer each question. Make sure you use appropriate punctuation, grammar, spelling, and complete sentences. Answers should be about 4 to 5 good sentences. So, except for number 1, which is the book title and author. That can just be the book title and author. But when you look at number 2, there's really several questions within it, but I mean for number 2, a good answer will be that short paragraph, 4 to 5 sentences. I am not giving passing grades if you're not using capitals and you're not using periods. Okay? You're in pre-AP 8th grade English, so that should be just second nature to you now. And if it's not, we want to make it second nature. So do it right the first time so you don't end up redoing it saying, why is my grade so low? That's something that I am going to make sure that you have that skill as second nature before you go to high school. So this would be your first independent reading assignment. Next week, about Wednesday or Thursday, I'll post assignment number 2. So let me know if you have any questions, and those are the 2 things that we're going to work on for the rest of the week in class. If you need help submitting your Outsiders essay, then let me know, and I'm happy to help you with that as well. Thanks. Bye.